But the reason I called you this morning was because of this thing that everybody has gone to town with called KKK. And to tell you that I've today written a petition. That is what it is. I'm petitioning the National Cohesion and Integration Commission to veto the use of this word, because it goes against everything we have been trying to do in our reform agenda. We have to reform our own minds, and we know that the tribe has been the problem in this country. Therefore, the time when we want to bring the nation together, bring national healing and reconciliation, it is pretty unfortunate that some in our midst as Kenyans begin to want to actually violate even basic rights of others. I feel that an aggression has been committed against my own basic human rights in being associated with something they're calling KKK. And so I think the best thing to do is to circulate the contents, because it's a very open letter to Dr. Mzelendo Kibunja, Chairman, National Cohesion and Integration Commission. I feel that he should, along with the Commission, take this matter as a challenge. I've looked at it, not in fact as a Vice President of the Republic, but as a Kenyan whose rights, as I said, have been aggressed upon, and also as a lawyer, having been part and parcel of our constitution-making process. And so I hope that we could circulate the correspondence, I hope without the name, because the original one had to sign the name, but the others will not have. When you put your own handwriting, it doesn't look good if you give it to the media. But I want to tell you it is exactly what I've written to Dr. Mzelendo Kibunja. That's number one. And then number two, as we try to implement the Constitution, and you all know we are racing against time, and the ministries have been asked to do several things to make sure that they align policies, ministry policies, and even departments with the requirements of the new Constitution. And therefore, at the level of Home Affairs, which I'm privileged to preside over, and I hope you also realize that the other ministries of state in the Vice President's office are those of heritage, national heritage and culture, as well as immigration. They do, of course, run as independent ministries, but they are within. If in fact we look at their letterheads, they are styled as ministries of state in the Vice Presidency. And so similarly, we'll be talking of giving instructions to Dr. Ludeki Choya, the Permanent Secretary, to make sure that he, along with his colleagues, align these matters with the new Constitution, the departments that fall in these ministries. So as far as Home Affairs is concerned, we have established 3 task forces. And I'll give you the names of the various chairpersons so that you will notice that we are serious about what we are trying to do. There are 3 major things. Task Force on the formation of the Victims of Crimes Bail and Bail Information and Passive Supervision. Now this is all really part of what we are trying to do. I'm sure you see these days the matter of plea bargaining is taken very seriously, even in courts. That I think you're hearing for the first time that people are charged with otherwise unbailable offenses are actually getting bail. This is all in line with the requirements of the new Constitution. So the chairperson for that task force will be Dorcas Kita Shikuku. Task force on the development of the prerogative of mercy bail. They have to come with a bill which will go to Parliament, and the bill on the rights of persons detained, held in custody, or imprisoned. The chairperson is Dr. Paul Musili Wambua, a renowned personality. In fact, he served in the, if you remember, the Ashpo Guy Commission, and very well learned in law. And the third task force is on the amendment of the Betting, Lotteries and Gaming Act, Cap 131 of the laws of Kenya. I'm sure you've all been following what has been going on in the media with betting and betting lotteries, and particularly with the Betting Control and Licensing Board, where an impression has been given that we are converting this country to one of gaming. Indeed, I was able to receive a representation from the Honorable Kabando on this matter, and I thank him for that memorandum. Now this will be tackled by this commission, and the chairperson of this commission is Mr. Matemu Mumo. He's been serving with the Kenya Revenue Authority. He's one of the commissioners, and therefore somebody who should be able to tell us whether what actually should happen with betting control, because this is very important. We have to protect the young ones, and yet if betting, the whole thing about lotteries is well done, like we've been proposing a sports betting, sports lottery, national lottery, which of course is a matter that is being handled by the cabinet. We can raise lots of monies that can help our sports women and men who have actually excelled, and you all know, are aware of that. So this is what we propose to do, and I hope that they can act expeditiously and give us their recommendations. Those who have to develop like the bill for presentation to Parliament have to do it. Each of them will have about 10 to 15 members serving with them. Some of course are public officials who are serving. They'll have joint secretaries of officers, men and women who are already knowledgeable in these areas. So we intend to publish this and take it to for gazettement.